Hello!
Hi! Welcome to the Lost Birds Knitting Podcast. I'm Allison, also known as Lost Birds on Ravelry. I'm Lost Birds Fiber on Instagram. Please follow me.
Hello, my name is Danielle. I am also Bright D on that place called Ravelry. And then, it's been a long day. And then I'm also Lady D Bright on Instagram.
And before we do anything else, we have 50 members. Actually, we have 51 members. Yay. We actually had 52. And then we had 52. See, I keep track of this. I check it all the time. Obsessively.
Okay.
So we had 52 members, and then it went down to 50.
Probably my fault because we didn't post for a little while.
We didn't post for a little while, but
Yeah.
I don't know.
Life
Who knows?
happens.
It's okay. And then we're back up to 51 members.
Hey!
So anyway, as promised, we're going to do a prize drawing. So if you responded with your introduction in the introductions thread and you told us who you are, then you're automatically entered. And you're going to win some Lost Birds fiber.
Hey!
Yay. And it's got, whoops, shadow. It's like purples. There's a little bit of like bright green, purples, blues, black.
Bit of teal in there and
Yeah. So, and it's sparkly. It's got some Angelina and some Firestar. So it's like a textured bat. If you are a spinner, great. If you're not a spinner and you're not a felter, you don't want to felt this,
Let us know.
yes, we can arrange to spin it into a single for you, perhaps. I think. Okay. And it's this is about 1.5 ounces of fiber.
I'm
right
gonna say
here.
we can do a single, or I think I might be able to do a 2-ply out of it. It'll be crazy.
Yeah. If you do a 2-ply out of it, it's not gonna probably be that much yardage is the only thing. So
Yeah.
I would keep it as a single personally. Plus I like the way singles look, especially with these like crazy textured art bat kind of things. So because there was so much chatter and multiple posts by the same person in the introductions thread, we wrote down a list of all the people who responded. And so there were 17 people that responded. So you have pretty good chance.
Pretty
Sorry,
good
we're a
odds.
little washed out here. Pretty good chance. So we've brought up. You're not going to be able to see
Random.org.
any of this. Yeah, but this is random.org. I've put in 1 through 17.
It's
You can't
there,
see
I
anything.
promise.
Yeah, you can't see anything. I'm sorry.
There we go. Kind of.
Sort of.
Okay.
You're just going to have to trust us. We're not trying to, like, play.
We're trying to give you something.
We're not
proud.
trying to play favorites, I promise. So anyway, 1 through 17, and then I wrote your names down in the order that you responded. So do you wanna do the honors? Do you wanna
Sure,
hit
yeah.
Generate.
Number
8, and that is Susan Q Knits.
Hey, all right.
Yay! Congratulations. So, thank you. So, Susan Q Knits, I hope you see this. But if you don't, I'm gonna obviously,
PM you.
yes. So, just send us your mailing address, and I can't promise that it will get out to you quickly, but I will send it as soon as I can, as soon as I get around to it. So, it won't be too long. All right, Susan Q Knits, yay!
I'm gonna say I don't know about the vote of confidence on that one.
Yeah, it's just lately I've been kind of crazy.
I'm crazy all the time. I don't know.
Yeah,
But anyways, Hello. Today is October 22nd, 2014. It is a Wednesday. We are off our normal recording schedule, way off our normal recording schedule. And that is partly due to typhoon. That is partly due to life and me.
Yes. We've both been busy, and yes, the typhoon definitely set us back there.
Mm-hmm.
But we're back.
Yay!
So let's talk about our projects.
So I'm currently working on, or actually finishing up, the first sock in my It's Fall, y'all colorway from Sock Bunny Studios. You corrected me on this the other day.
No, so I think it is Sock Bunny Studios.
Okay.
Yeah.
She's on Etsy, and I did it in the blueberry waffle pattern. Let's see if you can see it. It is super stretchy, like seriously. And then I did a fish kiss lips heel, and then kept the pattern all through the top of the foot, and now I'm just working on the toe. So you might see me change out knitting shortly if I am, down Bessie. Okay, there we go. If I get to the point where I need to do some kitchener stitch, and I'm not going to do that on my area because that would just be a hot mess. So I got in about like 15 minutes of spinning. My spinning wheel is currently in used to be in man cave. For some odd reason, I broke down and we allowed the TV out into the living room. Yeah, that's a dangerous situation from there on. Anyways, so the spinning wheel has not seen much love because the house is in disarray. But I'm working on Spun Right Round, and this is the Panda Blend. And so it's merino bamboo silk in the Fireball colorway. And this was actually named Fireball before the Pitbull song came out. Okay.
What?
Fireball, Pitbull.
I'm lost.
Okay, that's fine.
Oh, you're not gonna explain it? I thought you were gonna tell me.
No, it's like a
Enlighten
dance.
me.
It's Pitbull, the singer. Okay.
I don't know. I've never.
He's a rapper from, I do believe, Miami.
Is he like on the radio currently?
Yes, currently.
I probably have heard it, because if they play it on AFN,
yeah, then
I've heard it, and I just don't know. I didn't know that that's what it was called.
The song is kind of based to the Tequila song. Dun, 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 dun. Okay, anyways.
I don't know.
Okay, but yeah. So Spun Right Round was not trying to copy Pitbull, is what I'm trying to
sorry
to point out. Wow, side tangent.
My fault. I'm sorry. I was curious. Never heard of this.
I will show you when we're done.
Okay.
I promise. Okay, and I am working on my Spoldic cardigan. I told you guys last time my body is done. Did I just lose something?
I think it just your needle dropped down.
Okay. Yeah. I apparently have multiple needles coming out all over the place. Anyways, so that is done. I need to put. That's for later. Nobody look. Okay. Anyways, so I've gotten like maybe an inch more down on the sleeve, which is really funny since we were confined to our houses for over 24 hours in one period of time.
Yeah.
But again, side tangent. Here. My pattern looks horrible. But anyways, that's what it's supposed to be like eventually. But this pattern was actually in the Webb's catalog. Their winter catalog.
Oh, really?
So thank you to Miss Lindsay for pointing that out to me. But this is mainly what I worked on during our lovely storm. And this is the Knitterly Things Vesper base. Oh, I'm missing a lot of stitches. Okay.
Oh no.
Oh, there's my flight. Of course. Anyways, so you might see me picking up stitches on air. But anyways, so this, my cat drug this across the living room the other day.
Well, that's why.
Yep. And so it was actually really funny. I was watching, again, I'm going to show my nerd colors. I was watching Justice League Unlimited. And I watched like 3 episodes, which turned into like 6 episodes during the storm. And I never lost power.
I didn't either. No, it was awesome.
Yeah. But yeah, I started here at the beginning of the storm, and like really on the black cuff. In fact, because I started this sock on some Knitter's Pride carbons that Miss Lindsay let me borrow, and I had to rip it out, and I'm like, nope. Okay, but I'll go in that later on. But yeah, so I ripped that completely out, restarted, and went forward from there. But I looked down, and I'm like, it was to this purple line here, and I'm like, oh. I'm like, I have another inch, and I have to turn the heel. I just kept on going and going and going and going. Anyways, so yeah. But that's what I have on the needles so far.
Okay.
What do you have?
All right. Well, I finished these really, really long socks. And as you can see, I haven't woven in the ends.
What fun would that be?
Here they are, another pair of knee highs. And I think this is the last of this FLICHT Sport stuff that I have, so my knee-high collection is complete.
Aww. Is that a good thing, bad thing, ugly thing?
Well, I mean, I'm not saying forever, but my FLICHT Sport knee-high collection is complete. I talked last time about how I have all this Knit Picks yarn because I bought it on sale or like got it free with something I ordered or
what have you.
Who knows? Yeah, who knows what. I just have a lot of Knit Picks yarn, so I've been trying to use it up. So I finished the socks, yay, and
massive success.
Yeah, that's what I worked on during the typhoon. And then I also got fairly far on these mittens. So they're kind of a big tangled mess, but here they are. These are the Japanese wave mittens by Maya Poffenberger, I believe. Poffenberg. So I'm actually not too far from starting the cuff, and they have they just have a ribbed cuff, and then you can see the waist yarn here, the kind of like turquoise waist yarn. That's those are going to be Afterthought thumbs. So yeah, I got pretty far on those. I'm happy about that. I think I'll get them done by Christmas.
Do you mind terribly if I stick my hand in them?
No, not at all. And you know what? They were not as, I thought they were going to be a little bit bigger than they are.
Mm-hmm.
But they are actually not too firm. And the person, they're not too loose when I try them on. And the person that I'm gifting them to has, I think, larger hands than I do. So I think they'll be good. I think they'll be perfect. And, they're stranded on the inside. I was talking about doing like a liner. I've done that before, a sewn like fleece liner, but with this single ply yarn, it actually kind of like blooms out. Yeah, it kind of
you do really have to dig your finger into it.
Yeah, it's not felted yet, but I think it will felt together a little bit with wear, and I think it just kind of like sticks to itself almost. So the strands on the inside aren't even an issue. In the beginning, I was being lazy and I didn't really And they're like right at the tips of your fingers anyway, so I didn't really like twist the colors together. But as I've gone on, I have also, made sure that the floats in back aren't too long, so that helps as well. But yeah, I'm very happy with how they're coming out, and I think they will be enjoyed by the recipient.
That's all we ask for, right?
Yeah. So that's what I'm working on. Did you go? Well, we saw you go off course just a minute ago. Did you go off course at all?
Trying to get back on course with this. My hurricane socks I finished, and they are now in their new happy home, and my friend actually got orders, so like 3 weeks worth of order, like they got orders to move in less than 3 weeks, and that was
wow, that's really fast.
Yeah, so, and that was 2 weeks ago, so TMO.
And this was, so is their time here like cut short then, or they just hadn't heard where they were going yet?
No, time was cut short because he requested separation.
Okay.
Yeah, and but yeah, so that was interesting. Their household goods have already left the vicinity, and like it was really quick.
Wow.
So they will be winging their way back to the United States here shortly.
Well, you got this done just in time then.
Right?
And you didn't even know it.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, so with those socks specifically, I again did a fabulous job of not casting off properly. I was trusting myself a little too much with the Jenny's surprisingly stretchy bind off.
Mm-hmm.
And hi Luna. Yeah, I had to tink back some to get that more
it wasn't stretchy enough?
Yeah, it wasn't stretchy enough. You know me, I'm like armor 100% of the time, so.
Jenny's surprisingly stretchy cast off is only stretchy if you don't like cinch down the stitches.
If you don't try to strangle your stitches.
Yeah, you still have to knit it loosely, but
okay.
It is surprisingly stretchy.
It is. It lives up to its name. And they fit her, so there we go. Even better. And, but yeah, so it was kind of bittersweet the last 2 days, so she was kind of saying goodbye to everybody.
Oh.
So yeah.
Anything else?
Nope, that's it.
All right. I didn't go off course at all, I don't think. Honestly, though, I haven't been knitting all that much. I'm sure I've like had to fix a mistake or something in these mittens, but nothing big, just tinking back a few stitches or something. So that brings us into our bird's eye view.
So bird's eye view for 2 weeks. OMG.
I know. I don't even remember. I don't think everything.
So last time we talked is normal work stuff and whatever else for me. We had just installed the ATMs. And yeah, we're having a little bit of trouble. We had for work stuff, we had a system issue where it decided to tell us, the machine decided to tell us that we dispensed, in terms of money, double of what we actually did.
Oh my gosh.
No, not everybody was in a situation where they went to go pull out $20 and they got $40. No, that's not really what happened. It was more like the machine was glitching out and basically saying was counting bills twice. So that was fun and interesting.
Jeez,
So,
you got it resolved though?
Yeah, we were able to get it resolved, and so that was good.
Huh.
But yeah, it was interesting to say the least. But we had a stressful couple of days, because we were trying to get this solved up.
Yeah, we were supposed to record on
last Wednesday.
Yeah, and was that when all that was happening?
No, that was the week before.
Oh gosh.
Yeah. And then the storm came and our branch flooded.
Oh, it did? How bad?
I want to say at the lowest point in the floor there was about 2 inches of water.
Oh, wow, that's crazy.
So that was that following Sunday.
I mean, you guys there's nobody there during the typhoon, right?
Right, exactly, yeah. So our branch flooded, and my manager and I cleaned it up and was able to, work appropriately on the following Monday morning.
Wow, was there damage though? I mean, are they gonna have to replace floors and stuff like that?
There wasn't any damage, thank goodness. But we had just gotten our floors waxed the Tuesday before.
Oh, well,
and
so much for that.
So now there's this kind of wax residue area where the water was standing. And I did a fabulous job of working the squeegee so much that I got a blister on my hand. It still hasn't healed.
Oh, dang.
And so there's that. And I'm trying to think of what else for work stuff. Just, the generalized stuff that I was actually telling Allison before we started recording that people take a lot of... what did I say? I'm a true introvert because people take a lot of energy out of me. And I literally just have to go and find myself a quiet place and go, be non-social.
Sounds like it.
But yeah. That's me. But I had a couple of unique situations with Derby. I told you guys last time that I had a Derby meeting where we voted for our president and vice president and treasurer and all that other stuff. No problem. But I showed up to that right after work, so I was still in my work suit. And I guess some people had a problem with me showing up in my work clothes.
What?
So, yeah, that's what I said too. I was like, what is going on here?
It's a meeting, right? You weren't skating.
Yeah. Well, and
it's goofy.
The president, or current president now, who was voted in, was in pajama bottoms. So I'm like, I guess I might be overdressed, but not from where I was coming from.
That's strange. Like, what did they say?
Oh, just that, I was, like I was
Were they just teasing you and making fun of your...
No, it was like, they thought I was showing off.
Oh my Lord.
And...
I thought Derby girls were more laid back than that.
Me too, but that's aside from the point. I have to keep in mind when I'm dealing with other military wives who don't work, and some of them confine themselves to the military lifestyle, that your world gets a little small. And so thus far, things get exaggerated.
Yeah. I mean, and I think that happens not just in the military, but any time
women get together.
Yeah, or like it's a community that's sort of small, you know, because not that there are a lot of obviously military here in Okinawa, but it's still I don't know, it's still kind of a small community, especially like within certain groups, like the Derby group or the different clubs that they have going on. So, yeah, you do kind of get some high school behavior at times, so
what you
can't take it personally.
Yeah. But yeah, and then I had a similar situation where last Tuesday I couldn't attend Derby because I had a fantastic ability of leaving my wallet at work. So I couldn't even get home. Because I live on security conscious base. And they will not let me on to go to my home.
So, what did you do? Was your husband still there? Did you have to call him, or?
No, my husband hadn't gotten home yet. So I went back to Courtney, and luckily with Courtney, Camp Courtney, there are very few gate guards, and they know each and every single person who comes in and out. So they were nice enough to know, hey, I know who you are. It's totally okay for you to go to work and get your wallet. So, thank you, Camp Courtney Gate Guards. And so my boss met me at work and was able to access work and blah, blah, blah. And so I could actually go home and, not sleep in my car.
Oh, my God.
It would be interesting going to work in the same clothes that I did the day before. But
I think if you really had to, you could have just contacted security forces and then filled out or
paperwork and whatever else. Yeah.
Yeah, or they would have like written you a temporary pass or something.
Yeah, that I am on their database over there, so it was a hassle I was not willing to do.
Yeah, that's not fun, like especially at the end of a long day.
Yeah, exactly. And all I can say is I was very glad that I had my iPad with me because my phone was with my wallet.
Oh.
So I had to contact my manager.
Via message or something.
Yeah, via message on a free Wi-Fi network.
Wow. Thank goodness we live in such a connected world, I guess.
Exactly. Whoever said multiple devices is redundant. Anyways. It gives you just an opportunity to lose them all. Anyways. But yeah, that was last Tuesday, and so I wasn't able to attend Derby that day, and the next Sunday, my husband came home, and he is here for 5 days before he flies out again. So I'm like, no way am I going to Derby next Sunday last Sunday, because I would like to spend as much time as I can with my husband. And at the same time, it was the same time that I was picking him up, so there we are then. So, I had a situation where I guess was spoken to, saying that, Derby is a commitment, etc., etc. But I'm like, life happens, So.
Yeah, really.
What you gonna do? But anyways, moving forward, in time, space, and whatever else. I had Monday at work and was able to go to knit night, and I borrowed some Knitter's Pride carbon needles from Miss Lindsay, and I tried 4 different yarns, or different bases specifically, with the carbons, and I am so glad that she allowed me to borrow those. Thank you very much. Because I do not like them.
That's all right. I can understand.
I am definitely not a wood needle kind of person. So, and the carbon stick, carbon fiber needles stick like wood fibers, and it was slowing me way down. And I'm like, this is just making me mad.
Yeah.
So I frogged the things that were on there, and just, you know, return the needles back to Lindsay. Thank you very, very much. That way I know what I do and don't like before investing money on it.
Yeah, they're not inexpensive, that's for sure. See, I like wood, and I'm using wood needles. I usually use wood needles. But for certain things, you definitely, and for you, since you're a tight knitter, you know, you want your needles to be able to slide easily.
Definitely.
Into your stitches, so I can totally understand. Alright, and anything else?
Just dog pound yesterday, had a great time, and then today, so fantasticness.
Good. No more drama then.
Just, you know, normal people stuff.
Okay. That's good. Alright, well, it's been a long time. I'm gonna try to remember what I've done. I'll start off with the typhoon. That's why we didn't record last week.
Week before last.
Oh my gosh, it's been a long time. I apologize. Yeah, so the typhoon went through, and it was, we kept our power. It was a good storm, that's for sure, but, it actually ended up weakening a little bit, which was good. So we didn't get quite as strong. They were over 100 miles an hour, but we didn't get quite as strong of gusts as they were predicting. So, and then it kind of fizzled out. So it was good.
Thank you to all the people who sent some good vibes our direction.
Yes, definitely. I got very nice notes of concern from people, and I really appreciate it. That was very nice. So there was that. It was a storm, and we were kind of like stuck inside, and we got cabin fever. Other than that, it was very uneventful.
Yeah.
Let's see. Oh, one day it was really nice. I was, my son goes to daycare a few days a week, and during that time I, get things done, go to the grocery store, whatever. So I was doing errands, and I decided just kind of like impromptu that I was going to stop and get a coffee, and I just put a little note on our knitting group asking if anybody wanted to join me, and I didn't really, it was really short notice. I didn't really expect anybody to come, but they did. It was really nice. Kristen came, and Kira. Do you know Kira?
Yeah.
Yeah, so they both showed up, and I was very surprised. So thank you, ladies. It was very fun. And I taught a class this last weekend. So it was weird because I show up to the Arts and Crafts Center where I teach my classes. I was supposed to be teaching a drop spindle class and a beginning knitting class. And I get there, and all the lights are off, and the doors are locked, and I kind of went in through a back door, and I mean, there were people there. There were workers. The staff was there, and I was like, "Hi, I'm here to teach a class," and they were like, "Oh, well, our power's out," and so I was like, "Well, did anybody cancel classes? Are we canceled? I mean, I don't get it. Nobody called me, and so nobody called me. Nobody called my students, and so I found one lady like wandering around outside in the parking lot. So that was good, and we ended up the room that we were using had enough light, and we just did the class anyway.
I would say it's not like drop spindling requires power.
No, it doesn't require power. It was a little bit warm without AC and stuff, but it was fine. We had light. It was good. We did it, and she was very nice, and she was very excited about it, so I'm glad that I found her before she like turned around and left. And then I was kind of upset because the people from my next class, the knitting class, they showed up a little early, I guess, and I was still in my first class, and they turned them away because they couldn't, like their registers were down and they couldn't pay for the class. And it's a 3-session class, so I was kind of like, oh, that's upsetting. I was here, they were here, like they could have paid next time, but oh well. So I don't even know if they're gonna come next week. You know, it's like it's sort of disorganized. I'm afraid. Sorry, students who aren't watching this.
Because they don't know how to knit yet.
Yeah. So, and then I'll at least teach one class this coming weekend. So there's that. And then, so the big news is that, this last week, okay, backstory, my husband is a car enthusiast, and we live in Japan where there are some cars that you can't get them in the United States because they're not legal there. And so when we first came to Japan, he bought a Nissan Skyline GTR, which amongst car enthusiasts is kind of like a
holy grail of car.
Yeah, it's kind of like, you know, every car lover in the States wants one, basically. So
a lot of people buy a Skyline out here and fix it up specifically for the, I guess, want of taking the car back with you to the States. Problem is, a lot of times we cannot bring vehicles back.
Yeah.
And if you miraculously do get a vehicle back to the United States, you have to go through tens of thousands of dollars worth of paperwork, as well as remodeling the car to get the steering wheel on the other side of the vehicle.
A lot of guys buy these cars and they want to take them home, but they're not legal there, which means they're not going to be able to. They'll be impounded at the dock, basically, even if they do ship them back.
You find somebody.
With the exception that there's the 25-year law. So if a car's 25 years old, you can bring it back. And actually, the very first Skylines are now 25 years old. So
there you go.
They're starting to bring them back. The car that my husband had is a little bit newer than that, so we wouldn't have been able to bring it back. But anyway, so this was 4 or 5 years ago. He had this car, and we did this crazy project where I drew all over the car in Sharpie, and it was a design. It wasn't just like random drawings. And then my husband clear coated over it, and that preserved the marker because it was done in Sharpie marker. So So this happened 4 or 5 years ago, and he was a member of like a car forum, and he had a thread in this forum where he documented everything, and he was working on the car too. He was adding parts and doing car stuff to it, and I was doing the artwork. And so he documented it very well, and the pictures were on the internet, and you know, they were out there. And so this last week, all of a sudden,
it blew up.
Yeah, somebody found all these pictures and found the story, and it ended up being posted on like Reddit and
CNN. Your husband's
yeah, that was afterwards, but it was posted on like these really popular sites, and people started tagging me on Facebook, and I was like, I woke up in the morning, because usually it's nighttime here when it's daytime in the States, and I woke up in the morning and I had like, I saw these emails and notifications, and I was like, what's going on? I got worried. I thought, you know, people were trying to warn me. I don't know. I just automatically went to this place where like something bad was happening. But then I started looking at these places where people were tagging me, and it was all this story about the car, and they had found the pictures, they had posted them, they had written a little article, and it was getting like all these views. I don't know. Long story short, Lost Birds has gone viral. And I think that should be the title of this episode. Lost Birds Gone Viral. So it was a very bizarre experience. And yes, we did get contacted by some news agencies, including CNN and other people. And it's still out there. Earlier today it was posted by Ashton Kutcher on his Facebook page. So it's funny. I don't know. It was just like very out of the blue, and it was
when they were telling me this stuff before we started recording. I literally thought they were messing with me. Like I was like, you have got to be kidding me. Like this doesn't happen, you know, and. Or it doesn't happen to normal people, and so I really thought they were like playing some sort of joke on me, and I'm like, are you serious?
Yeah, no, I don't know. I don't know how it happened. I really don't know like what all of a sudden why it was picked up and broadcast everywhere, but it was, and it was fun to read like people's comments on the whatever story had been written, and you know, there were mostly positive comments like, oh, that's cool, or wow, that's he must really trust her to draw Oliver's car. And actually a lot of people made a big deal about the titles of the articles, because most of the titles of the articles were something like "Man lets wife draw on his car" or something, and people would get up in arms like, that's sexist, you know. How about artist agrees to, I don't know. They were making funny arguments like that, and I do kind of agree. I think some of the titles were funny, but in the end it doesn't matter. I don't even know what to tell you guys about this. The most popular questions were how many Sharpies did it take, and I don't remember exactly, but it was around 10, I believe. And they have like the chisel tip kind. Those were the kind that I used for the most part. And no, it's not going to get washed off when it rains or when we wash the car. Colin applied a clear coat over the marker to protect it. And we actually recently sold the car. So it is no longer out there in circulation. It was sold to a friend. And sorry, I lost my train of thought. Anyway, so we did have the car for about 4 years, and the Sharpie stayed pretty well intact. It did fade slightly, but the design itself didn't like fade away or anything. It was just not quite as deep black as it was initially. So anyway,
I'm still blown away. Like, I'm over here like serious, like blown away.
Yeah, it's very strange. Oh, the Minions posted it earlier today too. I didn't even know the Minions had a Facebook page. But
Minions as in like Despicable Me?
Yeah. Apparently
they have a Facebook page?
Apparently, because my friend, every time like a friend of mine sees one of these articles, they'll tag me in it. So that's how I see the articles. I don't like look
Stalk
for them.
yourself.
Yeah, I don't look for them, or I don't I don't know honestly that I would have seen the story otherwise if people hadn't tagged me in it. So
when he got up, there was like a notification. You have 2 million.
Wasn't quite that extreme, but there was quite a few. Yeah, so. Yeah, I will, if you haven't seen it, I'll post a link to the story just so you guys can see what I'm talking about. But it was, it was very interesting. Interesting experience. I think it's dying down now. You know, that's how viral things go. They're really crazy for a few days, and then you don't see them anymore. And I feel like we're on the downward slope here. It was very strange though to see articles written about and it was weird because they would have like information about me that.
Was it true?
Like where I went to school and stuff, which they I mean, my Facebook page and everything is private, so I don't know. I mean, it's obviously out there somewhere, so.
Somebody was able to find something, huh?
Yeah. So it was interesting.
That's crazy. I still think it's crazy. But anyways.
So that was my bird's eye view. Do you have any bird calls?
I actually don't have any bird calls. I've been kind of receiving only one message. I guess I've been kind of secluding myself from multimedia.
That's good.
So I've been keeping away from reality by watching cartoons when I have the opportunity. I don't need any more reality, so I choose to escape it that way. But because I don't understand reality TV, it doesn't.
Yeah,
it has no appeal to me. And then I've been listening to my pastor that I had in Hawaii at One Love Ministries. If you want to check him out, go for it. He's super passionate and just really cool. And it's onelove.org. So yeah, check them out.
Okay, yeah, I don't really have any bird calls either. Other than, as Danielle mentioned earlier, thank you guys for your notes of concern during the typhoon, and also just to our new members. I'm so happy that we finally reached our 50 member goal.
Definitely.
So did you get anything in the mail?
I got something small in the mail.
Okay.
Though it came in a very large box. It was a box like this.
Was it from Amazon by chance?
It was from Paradise Fibers, and I bought some needles, and they're just apparently Haya is now my favorite brand. And that's just going to be how it is. Anyways.
I still am seriously contemplating a set of those, so I think I need to try yours out.
Definitely. So I got my very first pair of 0 needles, which might be dangerous, but
you're gonna have bulletproof knitting there.
Exactly. So one of the things that I've this poor knitting is just being all over the place all the time. I bought more Knitterly Things yarn for my husband's Christmas socks this year. I make a pair of socks for my husband every single Christmas. Whether or not he wears them is the question, but as long as he doesn't destroy them via like nonchalant laundry, then I'm okay. This is this base, this Vesper yarn base, would be I think it would be considered a light fingering. Plus, on top of that, it's 100% superwash merino, so there's a lot of springiness in it. So if I am going to make the husband socks out of this, because she had a colorway that I couldn't resist for the husband, and that is still considered manly. And so I'm like, at zeros, it's just going to have to be, because I would like them to be like my normal socks, which is bulletproof. And then I got myself another pair of ones, because that's what I normally work on. And I've had several near misses where I have almost lost a needle, so I figured I better have a backup.
Yeah, definitely.
And I love Hayahayas. They always have a little treat for you in the packaging.
Oh, really?
So you get some, or see that? Oh, it's totally not gonna focus. But there's some stitch markers in the packaging.
Nice.
So there's that. I got a cable needle one time, and yeah, I'm trying to remember what else I got. But yeah, they always have a little in their double pointed packaging. They always have a little bit of fun for you.
Oh, bonus. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. It's like the toy in the cereal box.
Yeah. Cracker Jacks.
Exactly.
Well, I didn't get anything in the mail, so I don't have anything fun to show you, sorry. So I think that's about it then, right?
I think so. I think we've talked enough.
Yes. I don't even know how long this episode is. I forgot to time it. But anyway, we will let you guys go for now, and hopefully we'll be recording again regularly scheduled time next week. So we will see you guys then.
Thank you. Have a great week.
Bye.
Bye-bye. Hey, it's rolling.
All right. Oh, wait. My microphone's too far away, I think. Is your microphone close enough?
I don't know. I speak softly and carry a big stick. Or, in this case, multiple sticks.
Okay.
Ooh, my microphone's in the shop. There we go.
All right. I think we're good. Oops.